Hey girl, you're probably wondering, why was I sent this video? Well, if you were, then that most likely means that you just cold messaged someone that you found through the interwebs, through Instagram, through Facebook, wherever, doesn't matter. So the thing is, I know that I could share all of the facts with you, and I know that realistically that won't matter, okay? So gal to man, boy, they, whoever you are, that's irrelevant in this case, okay? So don't click off the video. I know you want to, but just please, for the love of God, hear me out. I won't take up much of your time, okay? I want you to think about how much time you've spent direct messaging people, and how many people have either ghosted you or just said no, and then how many people actually said yes. How many of those people who said yes have actually stayed in the business and are actually working it, and then how many people who said yes quit within, let's say like 3 months, right? Or let's say 6 months, okay? Now think of that, and now think of how much money you have spent. And I'm not just talking your starter kit or enrollment bonus, monthly fees, whatever, okay? I'm talking all of that, plus if you have paid for any ads for social media to promote the opportunity, if you have paid for any of the new products that have come out in order to promote them, if you have paid for the like holiday gift sets, things like that too. Also, side note, I'm really sorry if you can hear my bulldog snoring. Life, right? Now let's take all of that. Just do math real quick, girl. Listen, I call everyone girl, so don't be offended. You're not a female. The thing is, just think of all that, okay? Actually do the math. Prove me wrong, okay? Do the math. Just fucking humor me for 1 second. Does that add up? Does the money that you're making, the income you have coming in since you started, and then go through all of the money that you have spent? Like I said, products for your personal use included, that you might even say are just for your personal use, but realistically, those are marketing tools for you as well. So include all of those. And then also, let's think about how much time each and every day and how many days a week you spend on this business. Now, don't lie to yourself. Keep yourself accountable, okay? Keep yourself accountable. How much time have you realistically spent on this business? Because I'm sure you can admit it, before you signed up, the person who recruited you, they told you that you would have time freedom, that you could do this within 1 or 2 hours a day, and that you could be successful with just that. You know that's not true. I know that's not true either. That's not even true for like working out, okay? You gotta put more time into it. It's not just, eating 1 salad a day and then eating chili for breakfast like I did this morning. I'm embarrassing, I know, but it's fine. So I think that's really important. Don't lie to yourself. Keep yourself accountable. Now that's another thing actually that I want to talk to you about. Your upline may or may not trying to put, words in their mouth, but they may or may not have said, you have to believe in yourself, you have to fake it till you make it. And what they're actually doing is a cult tactic. It's a manipulation tactic. And I hate to break it to you. I hate to even suggest it, but what they're actually doing is manipulating you. That's what all of this, self-development and self-help nonsensical BS really is. Even if your excuse is, oh, well, even if I don't make any money, that's fine. I just want the discount and I'm just here for the self-development. No, you're not, girl. That's just an excuse. You're in it to make money. That's why you signed up. If you were in it just for self-development, you could have just gotten that from a book. You could have just read the fucking book that they read or listened to podcasts. Like, you don't need a multi-level marketing company, a pyramid scheme to actually benefit from self-development. I'm not in it and I benefit from self-development. I self-develop the shit out of myself, okay? Now, the next point that I want to talk to you about, you might think that these girls are your best friends. You might think, oh my God, they're so nice to me. I love the attention I'm getting. Let's be honest. When people are love bombing you, when people are super nice to you, we love it, right? As humans, that's okay. That happens to all of us. But the thing is, and this is a hard pill to swallow, and I hate the fact, I feel like an asshole even just saying it. The only reason they're being nice to you is because they want you to stay in the MLM. They want you to feel all those feel-good feelings so that they can continue to benefit off of you, okay? And that's fucked up. That's toxic. That's manipulative. That's an abusive relationship. I don't know if you've ever been in an abusive relationship before, physically, mentally, emotionally, and verbally, anything like that. I personally have, and I mean mentally on multiple occasions, but thinking of, one person who would just love bomb the shit out of me and made me feel like if I wasn't going to get that anywhere else. But girl, yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Hell yeah, you can. You can, even if it's not in person. I understand that, you know, these days it's hard to, you know, make those connections in person. I've made lots of connections with my subscribers and random other people I've met on the internet, and we've never met, never hung out. We only talk, you know, through the interwebs. And I love these people. Like, they know a lot about me. I know a lot about them, specific ones, and they are awesome and so fucking great. Do they benefit off of me? I mean, I'd make them laugh, I'm sure. I suggest products for them to use. I sent a few of them Christmas gifts, and I'm planning on doing that more and more as well. But am I benefiting off of them? Yeah. And then financially, I mean, not really, because they're just watching my videos. I mean, I'm not paying them money. They're not working for me, right? If they don't want to watch my videos, that's fine. But the thing is I would still love them even if they stopped watching my videos, because we actually have like a real connection, a real friendship. Don't take this the wrong way, and I'm gonna get further into this in a second, but if you left the MLM right now, if you left that company, this business, they would try to manipulate you to get back in, and they'd probably be mean to you sometimes, and then they'd stop talking to you altogether because their entire lives are wrapped up in it, okay? And to be honest, that's really, really messed up. You deserve better than that. You don't deserve to be taken advantage of. First, you don't deserve to be targeted because they targeted you. It wasn't out of the goodness of their heart. They didn't care about you. The message they sent you was, I'm 97% sure, a copy and paste. They probably sent 40 other messages that day or more, probably 40 that hour. They just saw you as a paycheck, okay? They're gonna do everything they can to keep you in the MLM just so they can continue to make money off of you, just so that they don't lose their rank. Because if you leave, it's usually a trickling effect. Usually someone below you will be like, wait, why'd you leave? Then they'll start questioning it. Then more people will leave. Then more people will leave. And then the person that all of you are under, they're gonna lose their rank. They don't want that to happen. Even you right now, if you have people underneath you, you don't want that to happen either. You don't want to lose your rank. And of course, that's why you're recruiting so much, okay? Now, another thing is, let's talk about misinformation real quick. I'm not saying that you are purposely manipulating people or spreading false information, okay? I do believe that it's still very dangerous, all right? So, for instance, let's say with Monet, because I know way too much about that MLM, honestly. And you can say, oh, you're a hater, you don't know what you're talking about, you need to educate yourself. Honey, I've been doing this for far too long now, and I have helped over 5,000 people and counting get out of their MLM. That's not for nothing. It's not just because I'm spewing hate. I'm not doing that. I do care about you. I don't want you, like I said, I don't want you to be manipulated. I don't want anyone to be manipulated. I don't want you to be used for someone else's financial gain. So, like I was saying, what was I saying? Back to the misinformation, sorry. So the misinformation, like I said, let's take Monet for example. One of the top things that I hear from people is, we're approved by the National Hair Loss Association. Do you actually know what the National Hair Loss Association is? It sounds like it would be something like the Red Cross, right? It's not at all. It's not the Red Cross or anything of that, or anything with that credibility, okay? The National Hair Loss Association is a med spa. Have you ever seen commercials or heard commercials on the radio or seen I'm sure you probably saw a million advertisements on Facebook or Instagram for a med spa called Ideal Image. They do, normal med spa services, right? Botox, lip injections. These were done at the Tampa location, just in case you're in the Tampa area. They are great. But it's just a med spa. It's just a nationwide med spa. So that's what the National Hair Loss Association is, but they specialize in more like hair treatments, okay? I did an interview with the person there who approves Monet. He's a Monet rep. It's not like the company itself approves of Monet. It's just that he's a Monet rep, and the marketing person there did like a little blog post of him on their website, and he was talking about Monet. So no, it's not National Hair Loss Association approved. It makes it sound like it's giving them like such credibility, when realistically, when you just look further into it, when you pull back the curtain just a little tiny bit, you can see that, oh, that doesn't really fucking even matter. That doesn't matter at all. And then, oh, we've won all these awards. Well, who are these awards given by? If it's like Allure, okay, that's impressive. That is impressive. If it's like a fucking JD Power whatever award, all right, that's fucking incredible. But is it an award that's only given to multi-level marketing companies? Because if so, that doesn't count. That doesn't matter. That's not, I don't want to say that's not real, but in the world of business, that doesn't really matter. Or when it comes to your products, that doesn't really matter. Now, another little point that I do want to have you think about is, have you ever posted on social media within the, network marketing career that you've had, have you ever posted a screenshot of your paycheck? And I'm sorry that I, kind of look grossed out, but one, that's tacky. Don't do that. And then two, have you blocked out the amount? Think to yourself, why are you blocking out the amount? Let's be real. Why are you blocking out the amount? And someone might tell you, oh, because legally we can't show it. Actually, you can, as long as you include an income disclosure statement or that includes the income disclaimer as well of the average, the average income for, the past year, things like that, right? But most people don't want to do that because then it kind of, discredits what you're posting, right? It's like, hey, I made all this money, but then, I'm posting this, but then really, if you were showing it, all of the ones that I've seen have been like $200 or less. The ones I saw last week were $50 and $14. Sure, you might be getting that 4 times a month or 5 times a month, but girl, you are worth so much more than that. And that goes back to the fact of how much are you working? Realistically, put a timer on that shit, because I bet you it would be easier for you to put a timer on how much free time you're actually giving yourself. And that kind of leads me into my next point, is the whole time freedom thing. Were you under the impression that time freedom meant that you could have more free time of not working? Me too, that's what I always thought it meant. But then after watching all of these videos and, I don't want to say keeping tabs on these, girls, but just seeing more and more and more things and seeing the culture and just seeing that most of these girls, even the ones at the top that maybe don't have, 10 or 20 other people who are at the top rank below them, they do not stop working. Zoom call after Zoom call and creating all these graphics and cold messaging people and just constantly on Instagram. And it's like, girlfriend, like, boss babe, what you doing? What are you doing? How much, does free time or time freedom, does that mean that you can work from anywhere? Like, does that just mean that you're still going to be working, but you'll be on the beach working? But are you actually in the moment and enjoying your surroundings? Yeah, sure, you might be able to sit next to your kid, but are you on your phone? Are you on a Zoom call? Like, let's be honest, what are you actually doing? Okay, just 2 more points, and then you can tell me to fuck off or do whatever, right? You are in no way, shape, or form your own boss. Yeah, you are a contracted employee. You are self-employed. You are not running a business. You are not your own boss. You're not a business owner at all. You are a salesperson for a multi-level marketing company, and you are promoting their products and the opportunity for other people to work under you and just recruiting other people, basically. That's all you're doing. I'm not saying it's not hard work. Obviously, it fucking is, because people work constantly and still usually only actually less than 1%. So let's say anywhere from 0.01 to 1 or even maybe 2% if you're lucky are actually making an income. I don't mean, $15 paycheck here or there. I mean actually seeing a profit. And it's probably not even consistent, because that's not, MLMs aren't meant to be consistent. So you're a salesperson. You're not an influencer either. You're not your own boss. You're self-employed. There's a huge difference. I'm self-employed. I'm not running a business. I mean, yeah, I'm in charge of myself, but I'm not my own boss. I mean, it's eventually, sure, I would like to be able to actually create a company out of this and do certain things that I'm working on in the background, but that's not what you're doing. And I hate to tell you that. And I don't mean to, be mean and, break down your dreams and tell you can't do something and be negative. I promise you, I'm not doing any of those things. And if you take it that way, I'm very, very, very sorry if I'm coming off that way. I don't think I am, but I'm very sorry if that's how you are receiving it. And I don't mean that as, one of those like backwards apologies, like, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's not what I'm meaning to say. I don't even know you and I care about you. I don't want you to be manipulated. I don't want you to be taken advantage of. You are not your own boss. The odds are against you. The person who recruited you only sees you as a dollar sign. That's the only reason they don't want you to quit. Not everyone who shares facts and not everyone who's anti-MLM is a hater. I don't go into people's DMs and trash them and tell them they're in a pyramid scheme or they're in a cult. I put information out there and I put my opinion, but also facts out there, mostly facts, just a little sass on it. But I put that out there and you can do what you want with it. Now, if you message me and want help and want to talk it out, sure, let's do it. If you want me to show you facts, I definitely will. But I'm not going to be pushy. It's your decision. No one is going to be able to receive help unless they want help. You're not going to be able to get out unless you want to, okay? God damn, that highlight is so good. Like I said, you can call me a hater all you want. The facts are the facts. It's not, oh, well, that's just your opinion. No, babe, that's not just my opinion. These are the facts, okay? Not only has the FTC done ridiculous studies over 70 years, almost longer than that, and then so has AARP, and so has, a bunch of independent studies as well, and media outlets and independent people and colleges. I mean, there is studies on studies on studies on studies on studies and research out the anus on why multi-level marketing companies do not work and how they are targeting vulnerable people. And I'm not trying to tell you that you can't can't make your dreams come true. You can't be financially independent. You can, but most likely not with an MLM. And if you are part of the microscopic percentage of people who is actually, realistically, let's be honest with ourselves, who's actually making an income, a profit, a hefty profit with an MLM, good for you, but also at what cost? Do you have the same friends as before? Evidence shows probably not. Are you working constantly? Where's your time freedom? Like, where's your actual free time? Could you take off a week right now and still maintain that same money? Probably not. And how many people have lost money under you? Again, I'm not saying, oh, that's your fault, you're a bad person. No, I'm saying that you were, even if you're making money or not in the MLM, you were targeted by the person who signed you up. They just saw you as a dollar sign. Again, stay in it or not, but the person who you just messaged wanted you to see this. I want you to see this. Educational commentary creators want you to see this. Your mom probably wants you to see this, unless you signed her up, unfortunately. We're not hateful. We're the people who, are, fighting for multi-level marketing companies to be taken down. We're not malicious people. I mean, if you come for me and send me 48 voice notes before 9 a.m. on a Saturday and spew really hateful nonsense, sure, I'm gonna stick up for myself. But we don't just hate you because you're in an MLM. We want to help you. We want you to get out. We want you to do that for yourself. So I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you actually listen to this. I hope you actually watch it. I hope you maybe think a little bit. And if you want to get out, the easiest way, fastest way, one, don't talk to your upline. Go ahead and call the customer service number and have them cancel everything. And I know it's drastic, but sometimes I do tell people to block their upline or their upline's upline, because usually they will, from what I have heard from people who have done it, they didn't block people fast enough because they came at them real hard and just horrible. It was bad. So that's my advice. That's what I think you should do personally. Sometimes it takes people a while to get out, and that's okay. That's all right. I get it. When your entire life is encompassed in something and all tangled in it, hell yeah, I get it, girl. It's gonna be hard to get out of, but you're strong. You can do it. And your time and your efforts and your energy and your badassery would be so much more valuable being put towards something else. Something where the odds aren't against you. Something where you are actually determining your success and not the people below you. So I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to comment down below if you want help, if you would like to have an actual conversation. Hell, if you want to leave a hate comment, if you want to give this video a thumbs down, any engagement helps me, so it's fine. It's literally, you're just helping the video if you do that. But know that you are fucking valuable, and you are way too valuable to be in network marketing. Bye.